Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling pretty powerful up here. What's his name again?
Jules.
Her name?
Her name is
Jules. I'm with a couple of volunteers from the San Diego County Sheriff's Volunteer. And Sergeant, come on over here and talk with us. The Volunteer Mounted Patrol. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for being here. And I feel so tall. Sergeant, tell us what's up, because you could use some more volunteers.
Absolutely. The Sheriff's Department's always looking for volunteers. We know that there's a lot of things that go on in the county, and to think that just we can handle it by ourselves, we'd be foolish. And having the mounted volunteers is just one great part of our organization.
What are some of the areas that you use them in?
We tend to use them a lot more in the rural areas,
Sure.
because ultimately they're made for doing the trails, areas that we can't get cars or 4x into. So that part of it right there makes it really solid for getting through the brush and getting up in the highlands, if you will.
And you've had this program for more than a decade now, right?
Yeah, we've been going on for about 12 years, and ultimately, you know, it's the volunteers that make it keep going.
Well, let's talk to a couple of volunteers. Right in front of me here is Tiffany. Tiffany, tell us about your experience with, you can kind of talk to the horse here.
Absolutely.
Tell us about your experience a little bit.
This is Jules. I'm Tiffany. I've been in the volunteer patrol with the Sheriff's Department for about a year. The patrol is an incredible experience to be able to get back to the community. Scott's going to talk more about the more official jobs we do, the fun stuff we do. We do parades, grand opening events, a lot of community events for the Sheriff's Department, community relations.
But Tiffany, talk about your background a little bit. Obviously, you didn't just, start a year ago. You've been a horse lover, I'm assuming, all your life, right?
I have been a horse person since I was a little girl. I actually ride competitive dressage. As an extra thing that I do.
Sure.
So I'm a horse person anyway, and these horses actually are our personal horses that we own. They're not owned by the Sheriff's Department, they're owned by us.
By you. Okay, Scott, tell us about what she was talking about, some of the things that you do.
Well, some of the things that we've done that have, we think, been very important for our community. We've ridden in the creek beds and river beds in our county. We have participated in search and rescue efforts and throughout the whole county. We also ride regularly during the holiday period at our shopping centers and places where people congregate and where previously crime had been a real issue, and our presence there helps to deter it. We hand out flyers, we talk to kids, which is really one of the funner things that we do, to see a small child come up who's never seen a horse before and have that child be able to walk up to Deuce here and pet him on the neck, and us to be able to talk to him and give him a good image of what we do.
Sounds very fulfilling, Sergeant. So if there's people out there, they must have their own horse, but how can they get involved?
Well, ultimately, our best thing to do is just, you can go to the website, sdsheriff.net. You can also go to any of the stations, go in, you can say, hey, I'd like more information on the volunteer organization.
Is there some training involved as well?
Ultimately, we end up putting people through a 2-week class goes through the general stuff that we need to know as sheriffs, but we also make a point of teaching them kind of how things work, how to work the radio, and we pretty much require just 18 years or older, have a horse, a rig, so that you can haul stuff around, good moral character. We do a background check, so we want to make sure that everyone's kind of on the up and up, and that we've got a good star coming into our family.
And how many hours do you need from folks?
We'd like to see about 6 hours a month.
Okay, 6 hours a month, that's simple. You can just a couple of days a month then.
Correct.
Or more if you're so willing, right?
Well, then sometimes that comes up.
Yeah, and just be enthusiastic about it. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and bringing your horse. This is the best part of my day right here. Right up here. We'll be right back in just a moment. You're watching Good Morning San Diego.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you